Okay, hello everybody. This video is dedicated to reverse scoring or reverse coding ordinal variables in Jamovi. So we can imagine that we have completed a questionnaire on extroversion. In the questionnaire, most of the questions are semantically positive. Do you like to mix socially with people? Do you often have the time of your life at social affairs? Do you derive more satisfaction from social activities than from anything else? So the extroverted types would strongly agree with those statements here. However, sometimes there are also negatively worded or semantically reversed questions that are included in scales. For example, here, are you inclined to keep in the background on social occasions? If you were an extrovert, you would give this response here, strongly disagree. Similarly, are you frequently lost in thought, even when you should be taking part in a conversation? Here, the extroverts would give a 1. Likewise here, 2. So the purpose of a scale is to identify those people with extremes of traits. In this case, we would want to identify the extroverts. Those high extroverts would likely select strongly agree here and strongly disagree here. So that's why we need to reverse score these 3 items in order to ensure that the extroverts get the highest score on that scale. So here's some data in Jamovi here. In the data view, to reverse score the last 3 items, we would go to transform and name the transformed variable something else. We'll call it extra11R. You can see it changed here. Let's focus on creating a new transformation. And we'll call this reverse coding. We add a new recode. Here. If the source is equivalent to 1, we use a 5. Let's add another recode. If the source variable, which is extroversion 11, is equivalent to 2, we use a 4. Another recode condition. If the source is equivalent to 3, we use a 3. See the pattern here? Next, if the source is equivalent to 4, in this case, we use a 2. Finally, the final argument, if the source is equivalent to 5, we use a 1. Now, the entire transformation should now have worked. And we can see 2 is 4, 5 is 1, 4 is 2, 3 is 3, and the transformation is complete. So we can move out of the transformation option here. We can also move out from the variable as well. Okay, so now we also need to transform extroversion 12 and extroversion 13. We need to reverse code. So let's do the extroversion 12. Click on transform. Transform variable is the reverse coded one. And we can use the same arguments. Go back, check the variable. Looks great. Let's go to the final variable, apply the transformation function, name the transformed variable, use the argument, reverse coding, leave that, check the variable, and we are done. We've transformed extroversion into extroversion reversed, extroversion 11 into extroversion 11 reversed, and likewise for these other two variables as well. Okay, thank you very much.